Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're celebrating the best cleansers of 2023. I think cleansers are like the unsung hero of a skincare routine, the forgotten relative. It's a step that most of us will do twice a day, and yet the products and the ingredients that we choose are often an afterthought. We reach for whatever's cheapest at the drugstore. That's an absolutely fine approach, but I think if we want to elevate our skincare routine beyond the results we're already getting, switching out your cleanser is kind of the obvious avenue to achieving those extra results. And the best thing about it, some of the most amazing and well-formulated cleansers are beautifully affordable and drugstore. This forms part of my series that I'm running here on the channel, working smarter, not harder with skincare, making a few strategic switches in order to elevate your routine without having to add in a plethora of new ingredients. I've already covered how to do this with retinoids, vitamin C, moisturizers, and I pulled all these videos together in a playlist which I'll link up there. So if you want to know how to take your skincare routine to the next level, that playlist is definitely one to watch. But today it's a turn of cleansers. So sit back, relax, let's talk taking cleansing to the next level. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know what your own favourite cleanser is of the moment. So sound off in the comment section below and let me know. Your recommendations really do shape the products I try out and review here on the channel in the future. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. I'm trying to keep this series a little bit more free-flowing, chatty, fewer edits. That way it seems like we're just, sitting down, chatting as friends about some of our favourite skincare. If you enjoy this style of presentation, let me know by reaching down and giving the video a thumbs up and a like. If the video gets a lot of likes, obviously I'll try to feature this style of presenting in future videos, if that's what people want. Anyway, with all that out of the way, shall we just cut that waffle and delve straight on in? So, cleansing. There seems to be a whole lot of mystery around it. Do you double cleanse? Do you single cleanse? Do you need to cleanse in the morning? Should you just do it in the evening? Is drugstore okay? Should we be paying more? It's like a minefield, and it doesn't need to be. At the end of the day, cleansing, like everything else in your skincare routine, will be unique to you. If you have a very dry skin type, maybe cleansing just once a day in the evening is all you need. If you wear a lot of water-resistant SPF, lots of water-resistant makeup, you're probably going to want to double cleanse, which is where you use an oil cleanse and then a gel cleanser to follow. If you don't wear all of that stuff, maybe you don't need to. Maybe a single cleanse will be all you need. I would just say my advice when it comes to cleansing is listen to what your skin actually needs. Take a look at the cleanser that you're using. Is it doing the job? And one of the best ways of doing that is straight after you've cleansed, take a cotton round and, some toner or some micellar water on it. Just wipe it across the skin. If that comes off clean, then your cleanser has done the job. If there's still some stuff left on that cotton round, then maybe you need to switch things up. But I'd say do that test and it'll tell you whether your cleansing and your cleansing ritual is working for you. I would also say, as my second top tip before we get into these favourites, make sure you leave the cleanser on the skin long enough to do its job. Often we race through cleansing. I get it, the excitement in a skincare routine comes from the serums and the creams. The cleanser, it's a means to an end. But don't just forget about it and let it sit on the skin for, say, like 10 seconds. Actually work whatever cleanser you use into the skin for a solid minute to a minute and a half. That way, it's going to get to work, remove some of that dirt, debris, congestion, and just really deliver the results you expect. Often our issues with cleansers is because we're not letting them get to grips and get to work on the skin long enough before we rinse them off. So get your money's worth and leave them on the skin a little bit longer than maybe you currently do. So those are my top tips for cleansing, and I think they work universally no matter what product you reach for. But when it comes to choosing the right cleanser, I've got a little something for everyone here. We've got some drugstore, we've got some sensitive skin friendly, we've got some exfoliating cleansers, we've got everything here. And I want to take you through a bit of a whistle-stop tour of my personal favourites. So if you're in the market for a new cleanser or you want to take your cleansing game to the next level, these products I would definitely recommend. Now let's start at the drugstore. Lots of us, with the cost of living going up and up, are looking to trim the cost of our skincare routine. And you can absolutely achieve that by just reaching for a drugstore cleanser. You don't need to overpay for your cleanser. Some of the drugstore ones work really well. One of my favourites is a new launch this year, which is this, the Ordinary Glycoside Foaming Cleanser. This is great for all skin types. It's gentle enough to be used on dry, sensitive skin, but it works really well on skin like mine, which is super oily and acne prone. It's a truly universal cleanser, and it has a great blend of ingredients that are going to be effective but gentle. And I think that's like the holy grail when it comes to cleansing. Previously, it felt like 10 years ago, the more effective a cleanser was, the more stripping it was on the skin, and we kind of thought we had to find a balance between that. You don't. You don't need to compromise. You can reach for a product like this, get a gentle but hyper effective cleanse. And I think this is just a great all rounder, a staple that I always have in my skincare routine. We all kind of suspect that the Ordinary sale will be coming round the corner in November, and I'll definitely be putting a couple of these in my basket because it's just a great one to have on hand and a wonderful all-rounder. As you can see, this is nearly done. I'm eking it out, but I'll cut off the top, get a couple more uses out of it until that sale comes round. I should have said earlier, I've linked this product, as well all the products mentioned in today's video, in the description box below. If you didn't catch the name, or you want, an easy link to find out, the price point wherever you live. But this one, beautifully affordable. A couple of people will ask, where are like the CeraVes, the Cetaphils and stuff in this list? Well, this list is exclusively cruelty-free. I try to shop cruelty-free skincare when it comes to my own routine. I just think in 2023, why have we still got animal testing in the cosmetics world? We don't need it. There are better options. And I think there are so many great brands that have done away with the animal testing, gone 100% cruelty free, that we should kind of celebrate and support them, which is why you won't see some of those brands featured in today's list because they're not exclusively cruelty free. All the brands here are. So The Ordinary, definitely one that I would recommend. When it came to creating my own cleanser for the Mad About Skin care range, I wanted to do so with an affordable price point in mind. I don't like overpaying for my skincare. I'm cheap, so I don't expect you guys to overpay either. So I created this product. This is the Mad About Skin Gentle Jelly Cleanser. Now, whereas that one from The Ordinary is drugstore and a gel foam cleanser, this is drugstore and a cream cleanser. So if in those cooler winter months you feel that your skin needs a little more, a little extra TLC, some extra hydration, and you want to go for a rich, creamier texture to your cleanser, this is the one I'd recommend. Now, yes, I'm biased, I created this, but I wanted to do so kind of capturing the best of a whole range of my favourite cleansers, and I'm so proud of this one. It's also on sale at the moment for just £8. So you're getting 150ml of product for £8 or whatever the dollar equivalent of that is, which makes it truly affordable, but also hyper effective, super gentle, and just a rich cream-based cleanser, which I think works well in those autumn, fall, and winter months where, with the weather, our skin can become a little dryness prone. So no matter whether you want cream or you want gel, there's a drugstore option available for you. But what happens if you want something subtly different from your cleanser? I'm going to come on to some other options. So if you like an oil cleanse, I've got a great option for you here. This is the Crave Beauty Makeup Rewind Cleanser. Now, the reason I love this is oil cleansers are great. They can break apart even really stubborn makeup and SPF. A lot of people like to start with an oil cleanse and then work onto a gel cleanser afterwards, which is what, as we said earlier, is a double cleanse. However, I am someone that's super messy. Oil cleansers just get everywhere. They end up on your robes, they end up on your clothes, they run down the neck. It becomes a hot mess, and I just don't find that an enjoyable experience personally. So I kind of did away with oil cleansers and thought they're just not for me. I'm too messy for that game. I actually found this product, which is an gel which transforms into an oil. So you apply it onto the skin. I'll put a little on the back of my hand so you can kind of see. I won't put too much on because I don't want it to become a mess. But you see, look, it doesn't budge. So you can apply this and then look, turns into a beautiful oil. Obviously, you're going to want to use more of that when you're cleansing the face. This is just for a demo. But yeah, as you can see, it turns into a beautiful oil. So this way, you get the precision of like a gel or a cream cleanser, but the benefits of an oil one. It's great. It's great. There are a couple of other products on the market that kind of do a similar thing, but I'd say this is the best. Super gentle, super effective. So if you like an oil cleanser as your preferred cleansing option, that's great. Go for this one. It's really easy to use. It's really easy to rinse off. And it doesn't leave a film on the skin. If your oil cleanser leaves a film after you've rinsed it off, that just means that the rest of your skincare, like your serums, are going to have to fight through that in order to deliver benefit. That's going to ultimately reduce the benefits you'll see from your routine. So make sure when you go for an oil cleanser, you reach for one that is removed completely from the skin. Easy to get off, but does the job. And that one by Crave is amazing. The sister to oil cleansers are balm cleansers, which again, great because they usually come in a hard balm form, which make them easier to apply. There are hundreds on the market, and I mean hundreds. I think 2023 has been like the year of the balm cleanser. But the one that I recommend to everyone and go to time and time again is this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Mighty Melt Cleanser. Now, the reason I call this out is A, the price point, so affordable, and balm cleansers can be a bit bougie in price. You don't need to overpay. This is affordable. Cruelty-free, like I said, all the product recommendations are, but you get a lot of product. And if, like me, you like to get your money's worth, sorry, I've got cat hair, I feel every single one of these like slightly more chatty free flow videos I've ended up with a cat hair. It's the perils of having pets and doing skincare. So this, you get a lot of product, a little goes a long way, and look, we've got the heating on, it's quite cold here in the UK. Heating's on, but it's not melted. It's stayed the same, so it's one of those balms that holds its shape, does its job, and it's a great affordable option. So I would definitely recommend this, one of my favourite brands, and I think this is my current absolute favourite cleansing balm, if that's your preference. People always ask me, balm, oil cleanser, is there a difference? Obviously there is in terms of the texture, but in terms of performance, very similar. So just use the one that feels best on your skin, that gives you the results that you want. You don't need both. Go for one or the other. So I want to come on to a couple of specialist cleansers and options now. So in micellar water, which you can use very flexibly. So micellar water are little micelles of oil that are captured within a suspension, and that can be a great way of just putting it on a cotton round, wiping it across the skin. It's quick, it's easy, it's effective. I'd say if you're using makeup wipes or your cleansing wipes, swap them out for a cotton round and a micellar water. You'll get better results. It's more gentle on the skin, and I just find that, yeah, it just elevates the performance of your cleanser, and just, yeah, it's just all around better. So whilst I don't demonize makeup wipes like some content creators will, I think there's a place for them. I think if you can, swap them out for micellar water, just as convenient, but honestly, so much better. My favourite micellar water is this. This is the Dr. Sam Flawless Cleansing Water. Now, if you want to go super affordable, the Garnier micellar water is great. I used to use that so long, so good. But if you don't mind spending just a little more, this elevates your micellar water because it's got more glycerin in, and it almost acts like a toner and a micellar water all in one. So you wipe this across the skin, you get a beautiful cleanse, but it leaves behind just this veil of hydration. That glycerin will act as a humectant, which will just plump out and nourish the skin. So I think this is next level micellar water, which is the point of this video. But if you don't want to reach for this price point, obviously the Garnier one will work, you know, just as well in terms of cleansing. I just think this can be a cleanser and a toner all in one, which is why I personally, I've been reaching for this. As you can see, this was a new bottle opened maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it quite a lot. So now, for those of you that might have super sensitive skin, and I know a lot of the viewers out there do have some degree of skin sensitivity and find it quite hard to match a cleanser to their sensitive skin type. My recommendation throughout this year has always been this. This is the Harborist Balm to Gel Cleanser. This is a revelation in sensitive skincare because it has very few ingredients. In fact, so few ingredients, I looked and I thought, is that even gonna work? Tried it and was blown away. This is the most effective cleanser, by the way, I've ever found when removing mineral sunscreen. So if you like your mineral sunscreens, but you just find it impossible to shift, try this. So good. But I'd say with this product, you get a really effective cleanse, but because it's got so few ingredients, there's very little for the skin to react with. It's been tested multiple times, which the brand detail extensively on their website, against different skin sensitivities. So you kind of know they've done everything in their power to make sure that this will be compatible with your skin. Now, as with everything sensitive skin friendly, make sure you patch test first. That's just a good, it's just a good thing to do with any new skincare. But I think this will probably be the most compatible for sensitive skin types, and I've been raving about it all year. I take it on holiday with me if I'm using mineral sunscreens because it just makes getting rid of them like that so much simple. And yeah, I personally love it. I think it's really nice. It's a beautiful, it's got a similar texture to that Crave one that I mentioned earlier. Goes on as a gel, turns into an oil on the skin, and a little with this, it goes such a long way. So one pump will do the whole face. Don't go overboard with it because cherish the product. It's working hard for you, cherish it. Don't use too much, but I find that one pump will do the whole face, and yeah, it's just really beautiful. So before I come on to a luxury cleanser in a minute, I do just want to talk exfoliating cleansers. So people say exfoliating cleansers, are they good? Are they bad? I don't think an exfoliating cleanser is going to be on the skin long enough to replace an exfoliating serum. So don't throw out your lactic acids, don't dispense with your glycolic acids, but there are some special instances where I think an exfoliating cleanser can work. On the body, great, especially if you've got like chesty, back knee, you know, breakouts on the body, you want to smooth things out. That way, I think a body wash with an exfoliator in can be great. And my favourite is this, the Q&A salicylic acid body wash. It's like £8. You get 250ml of product. Great in the shower. I've literally used this to the last drop. I need to buy another, but so good for smoothing out the skin. For the face, I think exfoliating washes are best for people with very sensitive skin types that maybe don't want to go in with a full chemical exfoliator or would like something more gentle. Remember, the contact time is going to be less. You're not leaving it on the skin, so it tends to be more gentle. The one I would recommend is the Medicate Surface Radiance Cleanse. Now, I don't have sensitive skin, but I personally still use this a couple of times a week to just dial up the results I get from my exfoliator. I use lactic acid twice a week as a leave-on treatment, and twice a week I'll use this on separate days just to elevate my exfoliation game without elevating the side effects and irritation too. That's how I use it, but I think a great option for sensitive skin that maybe use it twice a week to get all your exfoliation needs. It is really beautiful, but like I say, exfoliating cleansers won't replace a leave-on treatment. Bear that in mind, but yeah, it's a great option. So when we come to luxury cleansers, now you can call me a hypocrite because I've spent most of my time on this channel saying if you're paying more than, you know, something like $20, £17 for a cleanser, you're probably overpaying. And then I find myself reaching for one cleanser that's slightly more than that just because I really like it. And I think there is a place for a luxury cleanser to bring a bit of spa-like luxury into your life in an affordable way. Because don't forget, cleansers, even luxury ones, are probably going to be cheaper than a luxury serum, a luxury moisturiser. So it's a way of getting that luxury without necessarily having to break the bank for it. The product I always recommend is this. This is the PSA Skin Reset Cleanser. It's got Manuka honey in, which has antimicrobial effects, minimizing the risk of acne-causing bacteria. It also calms, soothes, and nourishes. It's beautifully hydrating. It glides on like velvet. It makes you feel like you're at the spa, and for that, I'm always happy to break out a few extra pounds in order to buy this. The colour alone, when it sits on the vanity, it's the one I want to reach for every single morning, and the formulation is absolutely divine. Do you need this? Absolutely not. But if you want some extra luxury in your life, I do think this is a wonderful option that actually delivers extra for the extra coin you're spending. I did manage to get a discount code out of PSA Skin, which I've linked in the description box below. So that does get you 15% off, which kind of brings it down into a more, I think, a reasonable price point. Yeah, we all need a little luxury in our lives if we can afford it. And rather than breaking the bank for a $100 serum, just push the boat out ever so slightly and go for like a $25 cleanser. You bring that luxury, that spa into your routine, like I say, without breaking the bank. So there you have it, guys. I feel like it was a whistle-stop tour. Whistle-stop tour on my favourite cleansers of 2023. Like I said, there's something for everyone here, no matter what the preference is in terms of balm, oil or gel cleanser, whatever your price point is. And hopefully I've been able to share with you some ways that you can elevate your cleansing game without necessarily having to spend a whole lot of additional money. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, opinions in the comment section below, wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.